But it's always that first snow of the season. You forget. Everybody in South Dakota forgets how to drive in snow, and I'm admittedly one of them.
Yeah, I generally have to go out at least once in the snow to get a little bit of a handle on how it is, especially with my car, since my car doesn't have all-wheel drive or anything like that.
And this is the first year with the Subaru, so it's like, oh, this is a new vehicle. It handles a little bit differently in the snow. And,
sure.
I have to take that into account.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how the proper braking goes and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, I got to learn that on, what was it, Saturday? Or was it Sunday that it snowed?
I think it was Sunday.
Sunday? Yeah. You got to learn that when going into town to get some of my supplies for the Super Bowl dip that I made. And, yeah, just coming up to one of those things is like, I'm like I normally drive, and then it's like, since there's something, I'm like, crap, no, shoot. Got to be more mindful.
Do we really call that a Super Bowl?
We call it a game, at least. Apparently, I didn't actually catch any of the opening ceremony stuff. So basically, we were in the middle of doing something else, and then we turned it on when the national anthem was being played.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw a video earlier when they were showing that the teams came out on white smoke, they were saying they came from the heavens. Apparently, is the Daily Show with Jon Stewart, and he was making fun of that whole.
Cyborg Superman is my Funko pick of the week.
Well, there you go. Those of you that are on here, you heard it from Amanda herself.
Yep.
Her Funko pick of the week. We'll show it here. Patrick will show it here once we get to Funko Land. But...
Yep. Hooray, Funko Land.
All right. I guess since we got to warm up a little bit, we get to start the show. Welcome, everybody, to Rainbow Live Presents Wednesday Night Lights with your hosts,
Patrick
and Casey. Got a couple things to show you with the nice big camera. Can't generally fit it under this one. And then we'll get to our regular show of sports ball, non-sports ball, and then Funko Land. So first off, we do our normal week question of the week. What should be the question of the week? I guess speaking of winter and all that, and everybody getting used to driving in the snow. What was your very, very first experience driving in snow, and how was it?
So, my very first experience driving in snow was, I didn't get my license until I was about 18. I was driving back from college on my freshman year. This was winter of '97.
Sure.
And we had like a massive, winter of '96. We had a massive blizzard in Aberdeen right at that time of the year, right before we were flying out to Washington D.C. So I drove home only to drive back to Aberdeen, which I didn't understand why my mom made me do that. I could have just left my car in the parking lot all that time, but I drove home, and then we left to get to the airport at 5 a.m.
Okay.
And I sat, and the drive home wasn't that bad, but I sat in the Aberdeen airport from 6 a.m. Until 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, yikes.
At 10 o'clock, they opened the bar, and that was kind of funny because at 9:30, my uncle showed up because they were flying out to a different location from Groton to Aberdeen. And so my brother and my uncle went in, and they got schnockered before they even got on the plane.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't have flown figurative and literally nowadays, but yeah, good times.
I guess this is, I can't exactly remember the exact time I first drove in snow, but this was my first time driving on a dirt road after it snowed. Yeah, not exactly a smart thing to do when you're coming up to a stop sign and you just see out of the corner of your eye a car is coming, and you decide, hey, let's hit the brake. And my car decided to slide to the right, so I overcorrected, slid to the left, overcorrected again, and then slid right into the stop sign.
Nice.
Yeah.
That stop sign had it coming.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is that stop sign is no longer there, even though I paid the, was it $75 ticket to help replace it?
Stop sign had it coming.
Well, that stop sign now would be what is now the middle of that intersection over on Veterans Highway. On Madison and Veterans.
Fair enough.
Fun times. And now we can get back to the show. First thing we get to show off with the big camera are these new comic boxes. We have one that's Daredevil, and then
and this one, I like this side, but this side has all those street level heroes and villains. Oh, so nice.
Oh yes. And then the other one is Fantastic Four versus Galactus.
So you got one side with the four all decked out, ready to go up against Galactus. The other side is Galactus with the Silver Surfer, his herald. Just a really cool cover. Just the lighting, the coloring, fantastic.
Yeah. So those are brand new comic boxes for you guys to pick up this week. Got a whole bunch of restock as well for those of you that like some of the older boxes.
And stay there.
And I just knocked over, I think, Miss Marvel. That was awesome. Means that nobody can interrupt us from that way. I guess that means then we can turn the camera over and start showing some sports ball.
Hooray, sports ball.
So we only have one thing to talk about for sports ball. Here's that for you. And that is, for those of you that are collectors of the Topps series, we have Series 1 that came out today. Camera's at an angle. This is the Jumbo and the Hobby Box. As you can tell, or as you, if you were collectors of this, you'll probably be able to know that the Hobby has one autograph or relic card per box on average. And then the Hobby Jumbo has one autograph and 2 relic cards in every box on average. And then we have 3 other boxes here. Oops. We'll start off with the Blaster. And then we got the retail box. Both of those say look for autographs. And then we have a brand new box to us. Brand new naming of a box, because everybody knows that you would generally think Mega would be the next one, but apparently we got the Monster box. So yeah, me and Amanda, when we found out it was the Monster box, started doing the Monster dance from Thriller. So those of you that are really big into the Topps Series 1, that's out today. And then that's it for sports ball. Woo! Woo-hoo. What do we got else that's non-sports ball there, Patrick?
We've got Magic.
Magic.
Yes. So their new series is Aether Drift, which is kind of a racing combination of Magic and racing series. So, like, from what I understand, multiple teams, multiple different play styles, based on the color of your deck, as always. But it's just kind of got this racing theme of these 9 different teams. So you're going to see a lot of different vehicles, a lot of different kind of. It's kind of like Magic means Death Race 3000, I think. So we've got the collector's boosters. We've got the standard bundle. We have which is looking to be standard bundles, 9 14-pack cards, a oversized spin down counter, 20 different traditional foils, an art traditional foil, and the Aethercraft card box, whereas there's also the Finish Line bundle with this nice foil-looking box, 2 15 cards Aether Drift collector's boosters, 6 14 cards Aether Drift play boosters, 3 extended art cards, a special Aether Drift foil Finish Line box, 1 first place box topper, and a special oversized Finish Line bundle spin down life counter. So it's got the checkered flag at the end for the 1, I think, for that. Or maybe it's the 20, I don't know. Along with that, we have the standard play boosters. With this, they are guaranteeing a foil in every pack. So that is nice. And it's kind of pretty funky art. Mm-hmm. And then for the Commanders, we have 2 separate decks currently. We have the Living Energy, which is a green, blue, and red deck. And then we have Eternal Might, which I really dig this because it's kind of a reminds me of Moon Knight a little bit. Mm-hmm. It is the gold, blue and purple deck, or black deck rather.
Sure.
So that is what we got going on with Magic the Gathering going on currently.
And and all that Magic product will be available on Friday for those of you that are really itching to open up some Magic packs. Next, we get to go to Funko Land. So, as you guys can tell, because we're going straight to Funko Land from there, that means our show is not going to be very long. So, did you want to talk about yours first, or me talk about mine?
I can go about mine. First, let's show off Amanda's pick of the week. We have Cyborg Superman in the comic style box. So it's got the 4 from the Death Superman, the 4 Supermen that came after. Cyborg Superman with the fire in his eyes, red robot eye there. I'm kind of hoping they do a series of these, because I'd really like to get the Superboy one. That would be kind of awesome.
Oh, that'd be cool, yeah.
But this is a really cool looking Funko. It's got a different vibe than most of the Funkos we're seeing out right now. So definitely kind of for a collectors. Along with that, I picked up one of my favorite characters, or one of my Funko from one of my favorite shows. We got Mad Jack from Samurai Jack. So Jack possessed, Jack's gone evil, and he's got a samurai sword. And then I don't know if this is a restock or just a new one. I'm guessing it's a restock because it's a previews exclusive. We have a new for our My Hero Academia fans. We do have a new Midoriya Funko in, it looks like. So if you want to come and grab him, he's on the shelves now.
And then the ones I picked, Patrick will probably get mad at me for this because I have watched the movie, and then I made a silly comment earlier about another Funko from the same movie. We got Ash from Army of Darkness. Remember that comment I made? I didn't know about
Evil Ash.
Evil Ash.
You're the good Ash. I'm the bad Ash. You're a goody little two shoes.
I absolutely love this movie. I'm not usually a horror movie or even thriller type of movie, but Bruce Campbell just makes things awesome when it comes to those types of movies.
And he's 3-0 against Spider-Man.
Right? Did you know that he was the original Mysterio?
He did voice it for the video game. Yes.
Right. Well, apparently, according to the guy who was doing those Sony Spider-Mans, what's that?
Sam Raimi.
Yeah, Sam Raimi, and he said that he was actually supposed to be his universe's Mysterio.
I could see that. That would make sense.
Speaking of Marvel, from the Infinity Saga, I have Iron Man Mark IV, the suitcase. Mark V, the suitcase armor. So doesn't have all the bundle that you get from the other armors, but still a pretty good armor for what he had to deal with. And from Star Wars, this one is a Funko Specialty Series exclusive, Glow in the Dark, which may mean that this may not be available here soon unless you guys really want it, because I may want it. This is Glow in the Dark Darth Maul. Now, it looks like he's got the robot legs, so that means this is after he was cut in half. So
that would be the case, yes.
Yeah. So it makes you kind of wonder if just because you don't have like all of the extra like wrinkles and stuff like that. I'm not saying that he's very wrinkly or anything like that, but it just seems like this is more from Clone Wars than it would be from either Rebels or Han Solo.
Yep.
So, and then for Funko Land, Amanda wanted us to show. I just decided I'm going to show these off too, along with the other Bitty Pops. But might as well show off if you really like Stranger Things. We have Bitty Pops and Stranger Things. But the ones that Amanda wanted me to show off were the Avatar: The Last Airbender Bitty Pops. So we have all 4 here. She plans on grabbing at least for sure this one maybe because she just wants Appa. So I may be looking into getting these depending on how many we have available. So if these Bitty Pops interest you just because they're nice, small, and don't take up as much space as the other ones, we have these available as well. So
back at our previous employment, we had a stuffed Appa in our department, and we would someone would randomly take pictures at meetings and things like that and place Appa somewhere in the group, and he had it on Instagram as Appa in the office.
Oh, nice. So Appa was your version of
Where's Waldo?
Yeah, nice. So, well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Hopefully, you don't have to be going out too much into the snow. We had our first comment, and it's right near the end of the show from Natasha Jack 119. She says, "Hey, how's it going?" And it's going good for me. How about you, Patrick?
Not on fire.
Not on fire, above ground. What was that whole
above
thing?
Above ground and above room temperature.
Yeah, above room temperature. Yeah. So yeah, we're all doing good here, Natasha. So hopefully you are having a good night as well. And we're going to sign off here. If you guys want to visit us, if you're around in Sioux Falls area, we're open till 8. I'll ignore that. And then we open again at 10:30. Drive safe. The roads are not exactly the greatest right now. And they are done plowing now, right? Or are they still doing some?
Don't think so. I saw they were plowing on some of the smaller side streets now. I came into it. I came across some plow on my way home before I came here.
Sure.
So they're out and about.
Okay. Well, I guess there was
Don't
a
crowd the
lot.
plows.
Right. Don't crowd the plows. Drive safe. Drive to arrive. And you guys have a good rest of your night.
See ya.